Good morning, Professor and friend. Today I will present the article from SSGI Q1 Journal, and the title is Implementing Pre-Training to Optimize Learning in Immersive Virtual Reality. And this study objective from this article is the first one is main goal to explore whether pre-training with a short video on object names and action in IVR can enhance procedural skill transfer to real-world tasks. And the context is IVR can both motivate and distract learner. This study seeks best practices for using effectively in education. In IVR in education, current use is widely adopted in STEM, military, and medical training, proven effective for skill acquisition and real-world transfer. And the challenging implementing IVR in education is over-reliance on media comparison study, lack of focus on instructional method, and mixed outcomes for different learner profiles. And the pre-training principle is introducing key terms and components before the lesson begins. And the evidence is from Mayer et al. Pre-training improve IVR learning outcomes. And from Peterson et al. Pre-training before IVR lead to better transfer test performance. And most research has focused on conceptual knowledge and not procedural skills. And then research gap and contribution from this article is what is missing. There are no prior studies have applied the pre-training principle to procedural skills in IVR. And this study contribution is applies pre-training to technical procedural tasks and test a value agent approach and aims to reduce extraneous cognitive load and implementing word transfer. And theoretical framework and hypothesis is the first theory is learning outcome. This is a cognitive theory of multimedia learning. Learning is most effective when learner can select, organize, and integrated information, but working memory is limited. And role of pre-training is on key components such as pipette parts helps reduce extraneous cognitive load and allows learner to focus on building mental models. And from this theory, there are three hypotheses. The first one is pre-training improve pipetting performance in IVR. And the second hypothesis is pre-training enhance in-person pipetting in real-world setting. And the third hypothesis is pre-training boost score in pipetting knowledge test. And the second theory is extraneous cognitive load. IVR can cause high extraneous cognitive load, distracting learners from core content. And studies show IVR learners report more cognitive strength than those using traditional methods. Pre-training can help reduce this load by directing attention to essential material. So the fourth hypothesis is the pre-training group will have lower external cognitive load than the no pre-training group. And the third theory is presence. Presence is the psychological sense of being there in a virtual environment. And there are four key dimensions. The first is involvement, immersion, sensory fidelity, and interface quality. And higher presence is often linked to better engagement and learning outcomes, but excessive presence can lead to cognitive overload. So the fifth hypothesis is pre-training will lead to the higher sense of presence in IVR learning environment. And the fourth theory is self-efficacy. Self-efficacy is the belief in one's ability to learn and successfully perform tasks. This from Bandura. This key sources also apply to learning in VR setting. And VR supports self-efficacy through hands-on practice, observing virtual agents, receiving feedback, and enhancing motivation. However, emotional responses in VR can vary, sometimes hindering learning. So the last hypothesis is the pre-training group will produce a higher mean rating of their performance on the self-efficacy post-test than the no pre-training group. And then this is research question from this article. The first one is, does extraneous cognitive load mediated the effect of pre-training on learning outcomes? Do students with lower cognitive load perform better? And the second research question is, does presence mediate the effect of pre-training on learning outcomes? Do students with a higher sense of presence learn more effectively? This study hypothesis that pre-training improve performance knowledge, reduce cognitive load, and boost presence and self-efficacy. It also explore whether this effect vary based on learning cognitive load and presence level. And this is the 6 hypothesis and 2 research questions based on the theoretical framework. And this method using quasi-experiment, they are 93 college students and randomly assigned to pre-training and no pre-training group. So they are two group, control and experiment. Between a group using IVR to learn about the pipetting procedure, and the measure outcome is knowledge retention, procedural performance, and extraneous cognitive load. And this is the pre-training material using in this research. They are a 4-minute video, explain pipette parts, knob, crown, plunger, and ejector. Aim to build component modules before the IVR lesson. And this is the IVR viewpoint from the learner when using a head-mounted display. This is a simulation with 50 steps and then independent task, a 4-step serial delusion with automated feedback. So in this IVR, the learner got a feedback from this IVR environment. And then after got a lesson in IVR, student doing in-person tasks, replicate VR tasks using real tools, and they are researcher to assess the performance from the student. And this is the questionnaire and procedure. There is self-efficacy, cognitive load, presence, and demographic. And the result for the first hypothesis, does the pre-training group perform better than the no pre-training group on pipetting performance during learning in IVR? And the statistic result is show they are not supported for hypothesis 1. So there were no significant difference between the pre-training and non-pre-training group in pipetting errors or correct solution during the IVR serial delusion task. And hypothesis 2 was partially supported. The pre-training group made significantly fewer errors on the in-person pipetting task, but both groups had similar accuracy in completing the serial dilution step. And from the ANOVA revealed a significant interaction. The pre-training group saw a large reduction in pipetting error from VR to in-person task, while the no pre-training group's error rate remained consistent on both tasks. And for hypothesis 3, there was supported. The pre-training group scored significantly higher on the pipetting knowledge test compared to the no pre-training group. And for hypothesis 4 was supported. The pre-training group reports significantly lower external cognitive load compared to the no pre-training group despite unequal variances between groups. And for hypothesis 5 and 6, there was not supported. And because they are hypothesis not supported, so this result explained just for research question 1, does extraneous cognitive load and presence mediate the relationship between the pre-training condition and learning outcome. The first result in in-person pipetting error mediation analysis shown that pre-training condition did not significantly predict presence, and pre-training significantly reduced extraneous cognitive load. And for the knowledge test score, presence did not mediate the effect of pre-training on knowledge outcome. And for extraneous cognitive load, did not mediate the effect of pre-training on knowledge outcome. And the last one is benefit of pre-training on learning outcomes occur independently of this factor. And for the discussion, they are empirical contribution. Pre-training with a short video on relevant objects and action did not improve IVR task performance, but significantly enhance real-world transfer and knowledge retention. So there's research question 1 was partially supported and research question 2 was not supported. And this study showed that short video based pre-training on key object effects support learning transfer from IVR to real-world tasks, enhance procedural knowledge, and reduce extraneous cognitive load. And for theoretical contribution, this study demonstrates that pre-training videos enhance the transfer of procedural skill from IVR to real-world tasks. Aligned with CTM-ALS pre-training principle, this is the first study to apply it to a technical skill, showing it reduces cognitive load and supports deeper learning through prior knowledge activation. And for practical contribution, IVR can effectively support procedural skill training when paired with a pre-training. This study recommends using short video to introduce key object and action before simulation, improving real-world performance and extending the pre-training principle to technical skill. In the conclusion, the first one is this study showed that pre-training enhanced the transfer of procedural skills from IVR to real-life tasks, improve knowledge, improve knowledge retention, and reduce cognitive load. And the second one is while no significant effect were found for presence or self-efficacy, the findings highlight the value of integrating instructional design with VR for effective learning. So from this conclusion, we can now, when the research question just have answer from hypothesis 2, 3, and 4. Thank you.